Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tech Podcast Dev Technosis. I'm your host, Yash, and today we're diving into a topic every early stage founder, product manager, or startup enthusiast faces at some point: how to find the best web development company for your startup. With so many choices out there, it's tough to figure out who's truly capable and who just looks good on paper. So, to help us understand what really matters when making this decision, I'm joined by Neha, a web development strategist and startup consultant at DevTechnosis. Welcome, Neha.
Thanks, Yash. Excited to be here. This topic is something we deal with regularly, especially since a large portion of our clients are either startups or early stage businesses looking to go digital.
Exactly. So, let's get right to it. What's the first thing a startup founder should do before they even start looking for a web development company?
The first step is always clarity. You need to define your project. Are you building an MVP or a fully functional product? Will it be customer facing or internal? What's your budget, timeline, and expected traffic? These answers shape the kind of company you need. Without clarity, it's easy to waste time and money.
That's a great starting point. And once a founder has that clarity, what should they look for in a web development company?
There are a few major things. First, look at the company's experience, specifically with startups. Building for startups is very different from building for large enterprises. Startups need speed, flexibility, and iterative thinking. So check their portfolio. Have they launched MVPs? How quickly? What industries?
I would also like to know, what's your advice for checking credibility? Because many websites look polished but don't always reflect real world results.
Absolutely. Don't just rely on the website. Look for reviews on third-party sites like Clutch or Good Firms. Ask for client references or even live app demos. At DevTechnosis, we often encourage potential clients to explore some of the platforms we've built, even use them, so they get a feel for our quality and user experience.
Nice. Now, let's talk about technical skills. How deep should a founder go when assessing a team's technical expertise?
You don't need to know coding, but you should know what's relevant to your product. Ask about their tech stack. For example, do they use Laravel, Node.js, React, or Vue? Are they comfortable with modern frameworks and tools? And do they offer full stack solutions, front end, back end, and database? You want one team that can handle it all, especially when working on a tight startup budget.
What about communication? From experience, that's where many projects break down.
Absolutely. Communication is everything. A great company should offer weekly updates, be available for questions, and have a clear escalation path if issues come up. At DevTechnosis, we use project management tools like Jira and Trello, and we assign a dedicated project coordinator to each client. That keeps everyone in sync.
Okay, now a tricky one: pricing. What's your advice for startups that have limited budgets?
It's a tough area. I always say, don't go for the cheapest quote, go for the most value. A company that charges less but misses deadlines or delivers poor code can cost you way more in the long run. Look for flexible pricing models. We offer fixed price packages for MVPs, hourly billing for ongoing changes, and dedicated team hiring for larger startups that need long-term collaboration.
And what about post launch? Is that part of the decision making too?
It should be. A lot of startups overlook maintenance and support. But once your app is live, you'll need updates, bug fixes, scalability enhancements, maybe even new features. Make sure the company you choose offers post-launch support. At DevTechnosis, we include optional maintenance plans so our clients never feel left on their own.
That's crucial. One last question, Neha. What's one thing that separates a great web development company from the rest?
A great company acts like your tech co-founder, not just your contractor. They understand your vision, help shape it, challenge your ideas when needed, and stay invested in the success of the product. That's what we strive for at DevTechnosis. We don't just build websites, we help startups build real businesses.
I love that. Thank you, Neha, for sharing these amazing insights. For our listeners, if you're a startup founder or planning to launch your platform, go check out devtechnosis.com. You'll find detailed service options, case studies, and ways to connect directly with their team. Thanks again, Neha. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, Yash. Always great to be here.